Chewy in the maroon and white jacket. Here we go again. This time they're off. Away for the Grade 1 Bet365 Celebration Chase with £175,000 in guaranteed prize money to the first. Jonbon, Unexpected Party, the grey. Energumene on the far side. Master Chewy, maroon and white. And Edward Stone close up. Then Il Etait Temps and Harper's Brook. Down to the second, an open ditch. And Jonbon, 5 from 5 at Sandown, led over it from Unexpected Party on the near side in the hands of Harry Skelton. On the far side is Paul Townend on Energumene in the blue-white seams, followed by Master Chewy. Edward Stone fifth. Il Etait Temps is further back under Danny Mullins. And Harper's Brook is the back marker, Keelan Woods for Dan Skelton. Jonbon leads the way, a length and a half to old rival Energumene. And then Unexpected Party, the first three. A little break then to Master Chewy, followed by Edward Stone, Il Etait Temps and Harper's Brook. Down the side of the course, downhill to the Moor Lane plain fence. And Jonbon rattling along in the lead by 3 lengths or so to Energumene, followed by Unexpected Party. As they move on to this one, Jonbon going to lift up with a clearish advantage. Jumps it well enough. Energumene in second, Unexpected Party in third, Edward Stone fourth, Master Chewy, Il Etait Temps and Harper's Brook. Into the back straight and 7 fences in a line, and Jonbon knows them well. Jonbon by 4 or 5 lengths to Energumene and Unexpected Party. Followed then by Edward Stone in fourth place, Master Chewy, Il Etait Temps and Harper's Brook. At the next, Jonbon measures it well. Energumene likewise in second. Now an open ditch coming up. Jonbon comes in to take it. Over in front, 2 lengths to Energumene. Then Unexpected Party in third, Edward Stone. Then Il Etait Temps, Master Chewy and Harper's Brook. Halfway down the back straight, Jonbon out in front here, seeking a third win in the Celebration Chase. Leads by 3 lengths or so to Energumene, and now on to the 3 railway fences. This is 6 out there coming to. Jonbon leads. Put himself right over from Energumene. Then Edward Stone. Followed by, on the outside, Unexpected Party. Il Etait Temps over the next. Good jump by Jonbon. Master Chewy is struggling a bit at the back of the field. Harper's Brook on the inside. Jonbon really stood off that one. Jonbon lands in front by about 3 lengths to Energumene in second. Edward Stone is in third place as they now swing right-handed. Il Etait Temps in fourth. He can finish strongly. Followed by Unexpected Party, Harper's Brook and Master Chewy. Can they get to Jonbon as they head now towards the pond fence? 3 fences to go. Jonbon and Mark Walsh today from Energumene in second. Edward Stone in third. Il Etait Temps has got closer in fourth. Followed then by Unexpected Party, Master Chewy under pressure, Harper's Brook. And here is the third last. Jonbon up and over from Energumene. Then Il Etait Temps getting ever closer. The grey in the yellow-purple stars could be a big threat as they run round the turn. 2 fences to jump. Jonbon chased by the 2 Willie Mullins trained raiders on the far side. Energumene. Il Etait Temps now challenging Jonbon. Oh, Il Etait Temps is cruising and he canters past Jonbon. Going to the final fence. Il Etait Temps off the course for a year and a brilliant leap at the last. Il Etait Temps pulling clear of Jonbon, racing up the hill. Il Etait Temps and Danny Mullins back from a year off. A great piece of training by Willie Mullins, a very good horse, and he wins the celebration. Jonbon second, in third Energumene and Edward Stone in fourth.
Well, Danny, I think it's fair to say you've probably missed Il Etait Temps this season. Did he feel as impressive as he looked there?
I think so. What I loved about that performance today was the way he jumped. You know, looking through his comments and looking at him as a novice, there was always a mistake here and there. Maybe it cost him in an Arkle where he ran a good race to still finish third. But today he's jumping around a track like Sandown where jumping is tested so much. I thought that was brilliant.
For a long time off the track, he was big and bold at the last. I'd say he still had a good bit left in him.
Definitely so, you know. I would have rather maybe wait with Mark, but it's hard to check momentum there. You know, I'd waited all the way around by the pond fence. I got a great jump at the second last, and I just wanted to keep flowing. He let fly at the last, and you know, hands and heels winner where you're beating Jonbon. He's ran with a lot of credit in second, and has probably given us more excitement the fact that Jonbon was in the race and looked to turn up and perform at near his best.
Would you like to come back for a Tingle Creek, a renewal between the two?
I'd love to keep Paul Townend off his back.
That is very true.
Yeah, no, he's been a great horse for me, and loads of Grade 1s last year. Big Open Championship Grade 1 today in Sandown to cap off a great season, and yeah, hopefully I'd love to be getting on him again next year.
Well, we'd love to see you back on board next year, and hopefully he can reach the heights in all the top level 2-mile chases. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Willie Mullins alongside. You had a couple in there. I don't know what you were expecting, but I don't think anyone was expecting Danny to afford himself a look round at Jonbon, Willie.
He never does what he's told, my nephew. Have to sack him more times during the year, and then he gets back on the good side. And
there was that good race at Limerick, wasn't there, with Gaelic Warrior? And the third that day was I Know the Way You're Thinking. That turned out to be a good race.
That's been a hell of a race, yes. But we were hoping to get some place money with him. He's just had a little niggly knee problem all year. And every time we got him 3/4 right, he went wrong again, and we were preparing him for Punchestown, and then we needed soldiers to come over here. So we entered him in this race in case he came right. And his last 2 or 3 bits of work were fantastic. And Danny gave him a super ride. I mean, I was hoping he might get 4th money, and maybe Energumene get 2nd or 3rd money. And it's extraordinary the way it worked out.
I mean, the nature of trying to come here, as you say, for place money and to win a Grade 1 from probably the standout 2-mile chaser around in Britain and Ireland is some achievement. I mean, is there some way, in the sense of the way you approach the race, do you think he's actually benefited from it?
It might transpire that might be the right way. Maybe he's a little fresh, but you never know. The other 2 horses have had a hard season, and maybe that just told, when push came to shove, that a fresh horse just might have been what's needed here, rather than horses that have been running sort of every month for the last 3 or 4 months. You never know. If we hadn't run him here, people would have said that was a great result, the way the race turned out. So it just shows you, I think, he's by Jukebox Jury. He's a hell of a sire. He's just down the road from us, and I'd say we've a few mares we have in France. We'll probably get them back now, I think, back to Ireland, So, and Wayne over from South Africa has just been fantastic. Everything has just worked out really, really well.
Punchestown champion chase for this boy, or is that too soon given the knee trouble?
Well, we'll see how he comes out of that. It would look too soon, but the fact is that there's nowhere else to run him between now and next October, maybe November. He might just have a go at it,
Were you missing him this year? Did you feel he could be a sort of consistent? I know he was at Punchestown when we last saw him, but throughout the season, mix it at the very top level over solely 2 miles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when he went wrong with me early in the season, I thought, wow, there's a Grade 1 horse gone, and you don't have many of those hanging around the place, and we were hoping that initially, like, it was 4 weeks, maybe 6 at the outside, and we might have him ready for Christmas, and then we're thinking after Christmas, and then Cheltenham, and then all those dates passed. We couldn't get him right, and then he just came right. So he obviously just needed more time for the injury.
Worth waiting for. Well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.